Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video. And, we've been pretty negative about a few things that have come with this meta. Unfortunately, the power creep brought some events that are not to everyone's liking. However, we are on the topic of the skill revamps for the old characters, which I believe is a good thing for everybody. So, 7 hours ago, 2:15 in the goddamn morning, they put this out again with some additional information on their JP Twitter only. So that's gonna be crucial coming up. But questionnaire on permanent character skill balance adjustment started. There are also items related to this update, so please participate from notice in the game. Okay, well, if we check the notices in game for the global version, there's nothing speaking. There's 2 previews for weekend bingo missions, which I don't know why this one's here because it's quite a ways away. This is the 17th, and then this one starts on the 13th or something like that. Yeah, or something. Yeah, the 10th. So it starts tonight. So they have the next 2 bingo missions in the news for some reason. They're changing the harvest date from the 13th to the 22nd, which I don't know why. I didn't even know that was coming. But there is no notice or, link to the survey on the global side. So I'm assuming because it's already the next day or reset for the Asia-Japan server, I don't actually know if that's true, they will have a link, and maybe once reset hits tonight for global in 7.5 hours, maybe we'll get that link. But, where are we going? There's also a few other things. So, faction organization narrowing function, which is scheduled for April. So I know a lot of people were like, oh my god, these all new forces are cool and everything, but there's no way to sort them, right? There's no way to go in here and filter by whatever, font of wisdom or lycanthrope's pride or whatever you're on. Forest Fracas. Well, apparently they are aware of that, and they're going to bring that next month, which is good. At least, they're addressing it. It was a big concern for a lot of people, because, if we're going to have categories, we kind of need a way to sort through them all, because there's quite a few characters now, and they're going to do that. And then they're adding forces to existing characters. Now, this says once after April, and that could be read a couple different ways. It could be they're only going to do it once, which would be kind of unfortunate, maybe, unless they cover literally everybody, or starting after April, once after April has begun. I think that's how we're going to read it, is that they'll start adding forces to everybody once April hits, and it will be a continuous thing. Someone who can actually translate better than Google can maybe correct me on that. It should be this line right here. But that means that, good. Another big complaint I personally had about the whole forces category system is that, it's cool, but Hinata is only on one force. Soe, only on one force. The big characters may have a few. The new characters are on a few different ones, but the Masked Hero is only on one. She's kind of a mainstay. Space Millum, only on one. I think Anniversary Millum is only on one as well. Let's check it out. Yeah, she's on one as well. So that was super duper limiting in terms of team building, especially when they're going to have protectors lead, 2 different categories. Diablo leads Font of Wisdom and Primordial Demons, which, cool. Violet's on there. Rain and Misery are there too. But, it's not a big category. It's not a big force. There's not a lot of options to get, the most bang for your buck. So them adding 2 existing characters is going to be great. Now, it says, starting after April. I assume that they're not going to slam, 4 categories on everybody at once. It's going to be a slow, drawn-out process. They're going to add, probably whatever new meta category is to the new units, and then some units that will also make sense. So it's we got Font of Wisdom for these 2, and, these 3, technically. But nobody else is on Font of Wisdom, which I feel like there are a few characters who are smart enough to be on Font of Wisdom that are not. And I think that's what they're going to do, is they're going to add the new category to the old units alongside the new units. It would be better if they also added some extra categories to everyone, but I think that's asking a little too much of our poor interns, right? So it'd be great if the seasonal characters were not just on their season, right? So we have, the swimsuits. We have these ones. She's not even on they're not even on one. What am I talking about? That's wedding. But like the water characters, right? Yeah, you girls. You're on Summer Memories. Like, we don't know, but it could be very possible that they don't get a buff until the next summer event happens, and then the Christmas and the New Year's units are going to be a whole year from now. I would like to see them added to a few other categories, that way they can be used effectively and not get a buff a year from now. Because, Fire Shizu. She can run real well on the fire team, right? But she's only on Festive Memories with the Christmas tree. When do we get more Christmas tree units? December. It's going to be a hot minute before we get a protector for Festive Memories, probably. So she can be added to maybe Shizu's Will, because she's Shizu. I mean, what a concept. Yeah, maybe Will would speak to she's dead, but still. It's got her name in it. I think we can stretch that a little bit. Hinata, Water Hinata, could probably be on Shizu's Will. Light Hinata could probably be on Shizu's Will. At that point, Space Rimuru is on Shizu's Will, but no other Rimuru is on Shizu's Will. So I found that kind of interesting. I don't know why. He's doing Megiddo, right? That's season 2. No, is he doing? Yeah, he's doing Megiddo. That's season 2. There's a few different Rimurus that are, maybe would take place before that. I know the Grim Rimuru doesn't really make a lot of sense canonically in story, but you get what I'm going for, right? This Dark Rimuru should be there. I don't know. There's a few different category changes that we can make after everything is said and done. But them adding categories to old units is good. That way you can run them and they can get the buff. Or at least, the stat buff. Maybe not the whole pure power buff, depending on who you're fighting, but at least they get the attack and defense. But again, we don't have this survey available to us right now. It's not on the English Twitter, it's not on their Facebook page, it's not in-game. So I'm hoping that later tonight we will then have access to the survey, and then we can do a separate video talking about, if it's just going to be these 10 characters, if it's going to be everybody, what are we voting on, who fucking knows? But we'll see. Also, I have plans tonight, so I won't be around when 6 o'clock hits. So, we'll have to do that later after I get home, or Friday. So, but, that's it for me. This should be good, right? This should be good. All these characters can be buffed in some way, shape, or form. We already kind of covered what I would like to see for everybody that's currently listed. We didn't cover anybody else because we only have this sample size to go off of. But let me know how you feel about these 2 new changes that they've announced. I think they're very good. I think they're trying to work this into a better format. But I know some people may have differing opinions. So let me know in the comments. But that's it from me, guys. Take it easy, and I'll see you later.